Oof. Cat.
Hi. Hi, Kat. What's up? Hey, we're live. Welcome, everybody. It is Friday. There's a cat just bombed into the shot here.
She did.
We have Audrey
We
in
have
the house.
Mike in the house.
That's us. Audrey.
Mike. Katie.
One of the cats. All right. Introductions are done. We did introductions today.
I'm shocked.
Same. So, hello, everybody in the chat. The chat has been blowing up. I put it up a little while ago. And,
look at everyone.
Yep, Jacob was first with some pizza talk. I know. I
Nope.
wish it was then now, but it's not. It's not 6 o'clock. John Fletcher's in the house, and Becky, and Beth, and Ruth.
You're really laying into the B's right now.
Becky. Well, it's hard to... Ruth, Dustin, Christine. That's harder than it looks. Go2 is in the house, and Carol and Ryan, and a more different Greg, and another more Greg. And so many Gregs. David's here. What's up?
John
Albert.
Albert is here.
The famous John Albert, jewelry maker. Russell, and I don't know. That's pretty much it. Dapper's in the house. What's up, Dapper? We got a whole bunch of people here in the chat, which is fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Look, cat, what are you even doing? This cat doesn't get on my desk except for right now.
I did not feed them. There was not enough time.
Oh, well, there's your problem. There's a cat back there. That's a nose. So
that is a nose.
Happy Pizza Friday. Indeed. Feda's here.
I'm excited about pizza.
Another Mike. How about that? Enjoyed talking with you guys at the cookout in the show. Enjoy the first FC with Cursive Italic. Well, me at the cookout. That's Mike. He was wearing like the camouflage shirt. He had like had a gold Bach music nib and a pen. That was
Yep. I remember. We met lots of these people last week.
I know. It's so great. Gotta lean into the ooh sound for Ruth. Nose. What is this? Why are you causing havoc, huh? Here.
Everyone loves Nose, okay? You
They do.
can't say anything about him.
Audrey, I don't know. You haven't gotten a bang trim in a little while, have you?
I did a few weeks ago.
Yeah, a few weeks ago, yeah.
I got him shorter then because I just didn't want to have to go as often.
With a real, like, dramatic eye. Let's see what you got going on there. Close them eyes. Nice. Good job.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't show as much. Today it's really showing.
They're very gold, yeah.
Yeah.
Shirt and nib, an excellent way to remember people. Yeah, well, you know. I just said because I was sitting at the table with her, and I was like, hey, this is Mike. Enjoying your nose nib, says Becky. Good.
Nose nib.
Last week, working at home, that sucks, Nancy. Working at home is great. Except for a lot of people don't like working at home. I've been talking to people who are like, nope, I don't care for it.
I got a good half and half, so.
Yeah, you got a good half and half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it depends on the week. But if I'm home too much, it's weird. I like a happy medium.
I'll say.
Yeah.
Miss the social side of the office. I'm kind of 50-50 on that. Like, I see a bunch of I play tabletop games with a couple of my colleagues, three of them. There's some people I don't see very much that I'd like to see more, but a lot of the time in the office, it always felt like if I left my door open, too many people stopped by and I couldn't get anything done.
100%.
But if I closed it, then I might as well be at home, because, like, why not just be home? So.
But if you needed something or had a question, you could pop by to somebody else's office, which is nice.
That's true. Not working is better than working at home. Well, look, Greg, one day
some of us have to still work.
I'm a hermit, never got her anywhere and too distracted at the office. I understand. Totally hear you. Looking for Kasama Una from your video. Got one from Mark Bacchus. Great. I hope you told Mark you saw it here. Doesn't get you anything, but, you know, makes me look good. Good. I hope you like the
Doesn't
Una.
get them and doesn't get you anything.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Mark knows people see my stuff, but
yeah.
But that's just kind of like, that's a good thing to do wherever you see a thing, not just if it's a thing I've shown, but like, hey, I saw this on so-and-so's channel, or I was talking to so-and-so, like, you know. Pandemic has changed a lot. Yeah, working at home is cool. That's like the one good thing about the pandemic, I guess. Last time I went to the office about 4 years ago. I'm working at home for 10 years now.
Wow.
Hot. Greg won a new FC Pocket 40 at the pen show.
Yes, he did.
Pocket 40?
It was a 45.
45, yeah. The Pocket 40 they don't make anymore, so. What's the name of that material? I don't know. Do you?
No, not off the top of my head.
Sorry.
Yeah, I don't remember off the top of my head.
I think it's your phone being bad. YouTube seems okay.
We will not be here next Friday.
That's true. Not going to be here next Friday.
Early, we have to say that, so just to let people know.
Yeah, in case people
leave. We will not be here on Friday. We'll be in Vegas.
Vegas, baby, Vegas.
Our concert is on Friday, so we will officially be, well, fine.
Standing
we'll be
in a line.
Standing somewhere. Yeah, standing in a parking lot somewhere.
Yeah,
not parking lot, but like in the outskirts.
Could be probably a parking lot. I don't know.
Or in a line, yeah.
Yeah. So that'll be good fun. But yeah, I won't be here next week on Friday. Also, almost certainly won't be streaming on Twitch next week. I need to, since I'm finally done with grading, hopefully I can get some videos done because I kind of didn't do any videos right now.
Yes.
What's up?
My flipper says Borahae.
What's that mean?
Come on, you're not even a BTS fan. Fake fan. Let's get a ticket to somebody who actually likes them. Wow.
I don't speak Korean.
That is like the motto for the army.
Also, like, would I ever say purple? No.
You should know better.
Look, if there's one thing I don't like about BTS, it's how much they love purple. It's a real problem for them and me. Wow. Will you do yourself next week? I don't know. Watch a rerun. Watch a rerun.
Eat some pizza.
Saturn's Rings. Also, woo BTS. Got some BTS vibes. One of my friends from college is going to be at the concert, which is wild. We talked to each other. We're like, would you have ever guessed that the two of us would be fans of K-pop and like going to concerts? And he's like, no, absolutely not.
So the funny thing is, I don't know if it's either of these two people. I don't recognize. Which, hello,
hey,
thanks
welcome.
for coming. But I told a couple people on Twitter, because you sometimes say what you do for a job, because like there are lawyers, doctors, homemaker, like all walks of life that are fans of BTS. And so I just put something like stationary something, something vague.
Yeah.
And then people...
She has a secret account that I don't know
People
about.
responding like, what? Tell me more about this. This is exciting. All of them are Suga fans too, which I'm like, that's like a thing that makes sense to me. But anyway, so they wanted to know the channel. And so if that's you, hello.
Says me, lol, I'm
Bilbo. Oh yes, I know who that is. Yep, yep.
Do a live feed from the parking lot.
It depends.
Maybe
it depends on the Wi-Fi and stuff.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna be using Wi-Fi, but
yeah.
I'll see what I can do. It could be fun. Yeah. I don't know, maybe.
We took some little videos before at the other concert.
Yeah, I want to try to do better at like video documenting our
before,
thing.
the other stuff that's not the concert. I like taking little clips during the concert to remember, but also I think it's good just to be in the moment for it.
Yeah,
instead
that's
of
thing.
some people literally just watch their phone and that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do that. So we would go back and forth, and I would video something, and then later on you would, and we wouldn't do the same
during
thing.
the concert?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, we're definitely not going to be live streaming during the concert, but did I get new shoes? I did get new shoes for standing. I hope they're good. I've been wearing them.
Suga, yeah, see? That's the thing. If you like stationary things, you're a Suga fan. But
nice.
He also had they designed their own merch, which I haven't gotten mine yet, but
Me either.
He did a padfolio, so his paper, it makes sense.
I know.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
But
work at university. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, same.
You did get new shoes for the concert, speaking of.
I did. I got them yesterday. I've been wearing them today. I haven't gone outside in them just in case I decide I don't like them or something. But they are there. They are so far very squishy. So I'm
Mike wanted me to put my feet. My feet are obviously much smaller.
Yeah, they don't fit you.
But he's like, feel how squishy these are. They're amazing. And I put my feet in them, and I'm like, I don't think they're squishy at all. I don't know.
So squishy. I don't know what she's talking about. Maybe she's just too light to activate the squish. I don't know.
I mean, I'm not light, but I mean, they weren't uncomfortable or anything, but I'm not sitting there going, oh my gosh, these are so...
I swear, every time I take a step in, I'm like, oh my god, they're so squishy. So, I don't know. Maybe you need to like rock back in them or something, get your heel where they're supposed to be.
Maybe I will not have to leave you in the middle of Las Vegas on the strip saying, just leave me here.
You may not have to leave me there, that's true. So that'd be good. I think that'd be really into it. Any more folks to the Patreons of this channel get a mobile streaming camera backpack. Right?
For our BTS concert. Yeah, Yep.
To fund our going to BTS concerts. Yeah. Squishy good for feet. Oh well, I mean, there's no. They're in my. Well, I can probably find a picture of them.
I'm eating Danish butter cookies. The ones you can only get at Christmas time, but you can get them all the time at Lidl.
Yeah.
And it's Lidl because on YouTube now, they have all kinds of commercials. So there's this, I don't know, creepy guy talking about how crazy the produce is and cheap it is.
Look like this.
So these are thick heels. They're like JK shoes, but they're not in black.
They do come in black, but I was like, can I get that white and yellow and orange?
Is it black like that, or is it all black like those?
They got all black like this.
See, you should have gotten those.
But I don't like shoes like that.
Well,
it's not my thing.
Well,
they have some entirely bright orange ones, which are super cool, but they don't come in wide, and my special needs feet need some wides. Anyway, I walked into this place called Fleet Feet, which is like a hardcore runner store, apparently. And the guy was like, I was the only person there. The parking lot was empty except for like a couple of employee cars. And he's like, hey, what's up? And I'm like, I need some good shoes. He's like, we have shoes. And so I was like, I need a specific shoe. And so like we found this shoe or whatever. He immediately recognized the ones that were already on my feet, which are like some Brooks shoes.
That just shows that that's a person.
Dude's a shoe expert.
That's like somebody showing you a pen and you'd be like, oh my gosh, that's a vanishing point.
I know.
And everyone's like, yeah, so what?
I know,
but you're like, oh my gosh, he knew the shoes that I was wearing.
Yeah. They are supportive. They got like a shank in them. Like they're very fancy runner shoes.
Shoe dependence right now.
Hashtag shoe dependence. Haka are very squishy. Oh, so squish. Kat was next week Mike Patreon Discord voice call. If we can have a live stream, we can make your own. Nice. That'd be kind of fun. I don't know how to set that up, but you mean on the Discord? Yeah, y'all can totally do that. You have vanishing points.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like a vanishing point. So I was talking to Kat of the Bent Tines podcast, who it's lovely to see her again. I haven't seen them in so long. I got to meet her fiance Renee. It was great.
Yeah.
But I was like, Kat, I need some shoes. Or she was talking about shoes or something. And she's like, look, I talked to podiatrists and I'm on my feet. Here are the shoes to get. Yeah. And she's like, they don't look good. But here's the ones you need to get. And I'm like, those look awesome. I don't know what you're talking about. Yep. So fortunately, I also like them. Anyway, they're cool and hopefully they're good.
No.
Hopefully I don't get crippled. Because, man, after Friday at Atlanta, my feet were wrecked. Like, I didn't want to stand up anymore. I was just like, my feet hurt so bad. It was Saturday. I took my shoes off. I'm like, I guess I'm not going back downstairs because I can't put shoes back on right now. It hurts. Wow. And those were good shoes. They're just not for standing on concrete all the time. Yeah. Anyhoozle, how did Atlanta go for you? We should probably talk about that pin show we just got back from.
We can finish up the K-pop thing.
Definitely
says, we're going to joke about BTS and Fountain Pens, but while failing to find a J-pop star who recently showed off her new Lamy Safari on social media, I found an article. Yeah, so BTS or BT21 has their own Lamy Safari set. And also they've talked about liking calligraphy, and they have used fountain pens. They were the Kakunos, I believe. But so all of them know how to use fountain pens, and when they were showing other things that were gel pens and stuff, Mike always looked to see if there were like good ones, and he's like, "Those are the good ones." Yeah.
I forget what they were using. What it was too. I was scoping out their pen choices, and they're using good pens. Yeah. This is one of the BT21 sets. $76 is actually pretty cheap.
Yeah. And it's only $7. Yeah, it's actually cheap on.
Well, that brings it back up to like normal. Well, you can get them for between $80 and $100 usually. Yeah. Sometimes $120, but they have these little figures that slip over the. So
each member designed their own character. So yeah.
Anyway, they're all they're fountain pen geeks a little bit. I kind of wonder like what else they've got going on, like whatever, like if they're into really into pens or if they just kind of use whatever they're given. I don't know.
Probably a little bit of this and a little bit of that, depending. Yeah.
You stand all day for work, so you feel it. Yeah, I used to.
They also like black wings. They use black wings for pencils.
Oh yeah, they're always using black wing pencils. Yep. And I'm like, quality pencil, good stuff. Lemmy Dog CC, not one of the options. Oh, I see what you're talking about. Oh, remember the young man for whom you asked about fountain pens as a graduation gift? Thinks he's narrowed the choices down to a shown faceted marina trench, a pilot vanishing point, and a dialogue CC. Not one of the options I gave him. Maybe I can find with the coupon. Yeah, maybe. I was messing with the dialogue CC this weekend. Were you standing there or was somebody else?
No, it wasn't me.
And they're shorter than the original dialogues, but they're a bit heavier. Because the original dialogue is very long.
Yeah.
It's like a hot dog.
Yeah.
And this is heavier because it's like got brass in the back or something, but it's shorter. I actually like it better than the regular dialogue.
Really?
It's nice, yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Nifty BTS into Fountain Pens. You need to invite them to join us. Right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Sure.
They might come on this channel.
Uh-oh.
Whoa. Okay. It seems fine. It's fine. Everything froze on my end, but it seems fine. So everything's good. I think. Yeah. We're
Okay.
fine. So watch this BRE Brown's review. Look pretty good. Oh, of the CC. Yeah, the CC's good. I like it. I don't have one, obviously, but it's cool.
Oh, so Atlanta.
Yeah, how was that?
It was good. It was good seeing people that I hadn't seen in a long time, because there are a lot of people that just live in the Southeast or in the South. And it's been 3 years since the show happened. So all those people. I mean, I like seeing the people that are in the DC-ish area, but there's so many at that show, so I feel like I've seen those people a lot, but there are people that I hadn't seen in a long time.
If you go to DC, then you can also go to Philly, probably.
Exactly.
You can also go to Baltimore. Like, we see a lot of our East Coast friends a lot, and some people that travel, but Atlanta's way more central, and so you get a different crew.
Exactly.
Same as Dallas. Like,
yeah.
Dallas is a very different group of people than you get at the other shows.
For sure. So it was good, but
Yeah.
Sunday, like always, was just really slow. That's just how it is in Atlanta on Sunday. But the other 2 days were good. I didn't buy anything.
She's
still on my no buy.
She wouldn't even let me buy stuff for her. She was very.
You can buy things for you. You guilted me about the trip, so it worked, and I've been good.
Guilted you about the trip.
You did? Are you saying you didn't?
That was when tickets were $1,000 a piece. And that is legitimately too many dollars.
Well, they were not. Maybe for 2 of them it was.
No, it was each.
No.
It 100% was.
No.
Yeah, I liked Atlanta. I think it was pretty good. Sunday was slow.
Yeah.
But that also means that there was a lot of time to, walk around and see people and, get stuff. That's when I bought most of the things. So actually when I got, I got some stuff on Saturday, but...
You got a nib ground?
I did, yeah. Mike Masseyama did a nib for me, which was fun. He was, Mike Masseyama wasn't as busy as he should have been at that show. I think Bacchus was busy most of the time. I wasn't in the back seeing... Kirk seemed like he was booked up pretty well. I don't know about Damien, just because I didn't go back there that much. But he seemed to have people with him. Yeah. So the way Atlanta is set up, if you haven't been there or you didn't watch the walk around. There. Oh, hey. He did one for you? Yeah, he did one for me too. I gave him a broad. I was like, I don't know, do what you feel, man. But yeah, Mike was not as busy as I thought he should have been. I mean, usually he's slammed. Yeah. And this time he had time to chat and I saw him walk around a couple of times. Yeah. So
it's probably better for him. I'm sure he
he's been saying his hands going, one of his eyes is getting pretty bad, and so it's pretty good that he was able to come to this show. But yeah, at the end of the day on Sunday, he was just kind of wandering around. I was chatting with him.
Whoa!
And Miko,
he tripped and claws out into Mike's crotchal region.
It was close.
It was precarious.
It was a close one. And he was just hanging out, and I'm like, "Hey, Mike, you want to do a nib for me?" He's like, "Nah." Or he said, "Yeah, I'll do one next year."
He's
or something.
like, "I'll just whenever you want." Not they implied he's like, "Not now. I do not want to do one, but just whenever." Which is what he always says, because it's it's just one of those things. And then you're like, "Well, do it right now." And he's like, and you're like, "No, really,
I was
right
here's
now."
a pen. He's like, "Oh, really? Okay, awesome."
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was fun. I got to chat with he and his wife, and
she's delightful.
She is. I really like her.
Yeah.
And also Matthew Chen, who was there. Just chatting with him a little bit.
I wanted to get one from him too, but just one of those things that I didn't bring very many pens to the show. I mean, look,
same.
I know I'm working FC, but I don't know. I'd rather have a nib that I would like to have ground, and I just didn't have anything that specifically needed to be.
Yeah, I didn't either. I just happened to get a pen at the show. Like, I didn't bring any pens I wanted ground. I didn't think about it, you know?
Yeah.
Because I have an in-house nibist here, so... Anyway, so he was, we were talking about stuff, and he was, oh yeah, Pendleton was there too, yeah.
We were right next to him.
Yeah.
It's been,
so
we've
long.
known him for so long, and
yeah.
it was so good seeing him.
He was at our first pen show.
Yep.
A zillion years ago in Triangle is when we met Pendleton.
And Mandy didn't recognize, she's like, I know him, and I cannot remember how. And then I gave her all these instances of how she should know him. She was like, that's it. That's what it was. Yeah, I should know that.
He used to wear an ink-splattered lab coat.
That's what she remembered that, yeah.
That guy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was great. How long does it take to sit with a nib grinder? I mean, it really depends on the nib grinder. Like some people are very quick.
Well, it depends on if they have a maximum. Some people are like, can only do 2 per half. Like, whatever. It depends on what they are, I think. But they usually do half-hour allotments, right?
Something like that.
Usually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some people are very quick, and others take a lot more time. And some nibs are like some grinds are faster than others, and so like it just depends. I mean, the Naginata Togi was not. It wasn't exactly. I mean, he was pretty quick, but he's been in it for a long time.
I mean, if you're getting reversible nibs, cursive italic on one side, not like things like that, it's going to take a lot longer.
Yeah. So it just really depends, but I got that togi done. That was fun. So now I have one that's kind of togi from Gina, and I have one that's a togi from Mike. So it's pretty cool. Got your custom-made Kyle's Root Beer fountain pen this week. Had a custom roll stop at it. That was fun. I hadn't met Pendleton before. Chatted after the show and wound up splitting an Uber back to the airport with his sister who was helping him out.
Yeah, I met her.
He's delightful, right?
Yeah.
Great to see things getting back to normal. Missing the Andersons. Yeah, the Andersons. I bet they'll go back to shows. I mean, like if they ever hire anybody to like run Chicago for them, I don't know. I know Brian had said he was going to be at the Chicago show, like just as a
attendee.
That's the word I was looking for. As a person who's attending, not a person who's selling.
Yeah.
Probably on Friday, and then they're going to have the Kennedys in their shop on Saturday and Sunday, I guess. So hey Claire, welcome. So half hour less. Yeah, it seems about right. Could be. So,
what'd you get?
Dude, I got so many things. I have this. Look at this whole list here. I have of things, and I didn't really think about it. I was like, apparently, I got a lot of things.
Yeah, you did.
So I get some.
I got the ink catalog from Iroshizuku.
Yeah, that's
for
actually
the pilot table.
It's actually pretty cool, I think.
Yeah.
Can I move this over a little bit?
We're professionals here.
Well, apparently I must have, I don't know, done something weird. There, that's better. Yeah, it's got all the bottles, and it's got the color, and it's got the Japanese, and it's got like the English translation. I was like, that's actually really helpful. I might have to keep those.
I didn't actually know all the names. I mean, I know the Japanese names for them, but I didn't know what they translated to.
Yeah, same. Unless I happen to have done a review for it, and then I look it up, but... I do wish they had a pronunciation for them. That would be cool.
Well, there's also they had the 3 new ones out there as well.
They did. I'm not a big fan of the 3 new ones. What do you think?
I didn't try them. I just saw those swatches,
either,
but
I mean they're in Shizuku, so I assume they're going to work just fine.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
See if I took a picture of them.
I mean, none of them was I sitting there going, I must have this one.
Yeah, same.
But I didn't sit there and go, oh, no, to any of them either.
No, I didn't take a picture of them. At least not with this. So, yeah, I mean, you know, this is pretty cool. So Audrey got a thing. There you go. She didn't buy it, though. So
nope.
Yamabudo is grape something. Yamabudo is Crimson Glory Vine. Fuyusuya Gun is... I always forget about that one. So I'm always thinking of Fuyugaki. It's Rigor of Winter.
Wow.
Right? That's intense. Zero. I really like this one. Dew on Pine Tree.
Oh, that's nice.
Right? That's a really nice ink.
Yeah.
Anyway, so there's that. I ordered a couple of things from Gentleman Joe, the stationer, because he had Write Pad stuff.
Yep.
I had just run out of this. like the week before, and I was very sad because I didn't have a big one.
You thought you were going to get one in Baltimore, like you said.
I did. I thought I was going to get one in Baltimore. So I was using this for a week, but it's just not really big enough for all the stuff I have. Like, can I show?
Oh, like you have anything going on.
There's like some days I do, and it's just like packed out, and it's not all the things I would have put on the list. I was just running out of room, you know. And so like for some week, like maybe I use this during the summer when I have fewer things going on. To save pages in this one, which is bigger and more expensive. This actually handles fountain pen ink pretty well. It's not perfect or anything. You can see some
that
spots
could be
there.
worse.
Yeah, it definitely could be worse. I mean, it wants to spread is the thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't really bleed, but it wants to
Not
spread.
surprising.
Which is it's not great, but I mean it works pretty well. I mean, look at those
Scraggles, what are you protecting us from? Huh?
So anyway, I was extremely happy to get one of my my right pads. Scraggles.
You're gonna make dogs in their homes upset.
Right? But yeah, Horsetail is gonna be missed for sure. I really like that one. Does it include the new inks? No, it has the old ones.
Just the old ones, yeah.
You can't actually get the new ones. They said they just haven't gotten them from Japan yet. They're just kind of like they're. Hey.
There are 2 humans and 1 dog out there.
Shh. Hey.
She's really talking to you.
Anyway. Yeah, so I'm really excited to have one of these again. I've been using it this week. I'm like, yes. Do I have anything in here I can't show? Not really. Like, this is this week so far. Just, stuff all over the place. And I like having places where I can have things with times and also just like lists of stuff that need to be done. I need all that room. It's a lot of room. And then I picked up some of these because I hadn't seen them before. This is Write Notepad's ruled.
That's that same dog. They just turned around. She's like, I still get to whine at that dog.
It's the Labradoodle from down the way. She's trying out for BTS. That's right.
They
She's
would
ready.
not have her. That's for sure.
Listen to those harmonies.
They love dogs, but
This is these are like tear off top bound pads of Write Pads paper, and I think it's the same paper as in the calendars and stuff.
So is it sort of like a legal pad?
Yeah, kinda. I mean, it's 8.5 by 11, so it's standard letter size, but but yeah, kind of a legal pad situation. And there was 2 of them, and they're ruled front and back, and they're like 100 pages each. So
It's a lot of paper.
yeah, it's a good number of pages.
Yeah.
So I got some of that to try out. I thought that would be good. Obviously, I haven't used them yet, but pretty nice. Marty is intrigued by Scraggle sounds, I guess. Never worked with children or animals. Well, this is an animal I like working with. She's got a bottle of Van Ness Healing Stone ink. Haven't even had a chance to write yet. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I didn't say anything to Lisa about that last time or at the show. I forgot.
There was an ink I wanted to buy at the show, and I was actually gonna take my no-buy.
What was it?
Pen BBS 435.
They didn't have it.
They had a spot. They ran out of it. That's why I said that if they had that back in stock, then I would have purchased it at the show. Because somebody brought it up to ink their pen up with, and it just looks so nice.
It did look nice.
I liked it. It was like it was a green that I thought Mike would also enjoy. So I can't remember what it's called, but
435, right?
Yeah, Snow Pine ink apparently is what it is.
It's a nice bottle.
Yeah,
it's fun. So it looks like. Looks good. I like that kind of green.
Yep, you sure do.
Seems good. So, all right, back to the desk. So I got those 2 things from Write Pads. Those I technically bought before the show, so they weren't really part of the show, but they were delivered there at the show.
Fair.
And I also got. Do I have them here?
I never saw those, so I don't know.
Well, I mean, they're not much to see, honestly. I got some refills for these little Poca pens. Gentleman Joe the Stationer has, or Joe the Gentleman Stationer, I should say, sells these Poca pens, which are little ballpoints, or little like portable ballpoint ones, that are very short, like really fits in a pocket very easily. You're not gonna lose these if you drop them on the ground though, because they're bright orange.
Yeah.
You just like pop the cap on the back like a short long pen,
Yep.
and you have a pretty good sized pen. Like very nice to take notes with.
Mm-hmm.
Decent ballpoint ink. Not not amazing, but
Lamy's is always just okay.
No, this is Paca. These aren't Lamys.
Oh, that's their own brand. For some reason, I thought.
Yeah, Paca's a whole brand.
Oh.
Yeah, but
Well, that's okay.
Good enough.
I don't know why I was thinking it was those. What was I thinking?
And then I got some. I got some blue refills. Is what I got from them.
Yeah.
Because I've had these for a while. They will go through a washer and dryer cycle without getting ink on stuff.
That's nice.
I know that because I did it.
Okay.
What it will do though is ruin the refill. So once I put it through the washer and dryer, the refill never wrote again.
Yeah.
And I didn't know they were refillable, but you can get refills for like $3. It's like $1 a refill. It's like nothing, right? Kind of looks like a Pico. Yeah, it does.
That's maybe that's what I was thinking then. That has to be it. That's what I was thinking of. Yep. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah. Right. A whole different, like way simpler thing and much less expensive.
And just the name, Pocket. I don't know.
The Paca Pocket Pen.
Yeah.
Paca. And so this is the blue refill. It's totally perfectly cromulent blue refill. When I took out the old core refill thing, there was just like ink, like ballpoint ink, all inside the barrel. And it didn't want to come out because ballpoint ink is very sticky.
For sure, yeah.
But once you cram that in there, it doesn't matter anymore. So who cares? But I was psyched about that because these aren't that expensive. These are maybe $2 or $3 a piece, but you have to buy them in a 3-pack. So it's like $8 or $9 for 3 of them. But if you can refill them for $1 a piece, whatever, man.
It's good for the earth.
Yeah, it's good. And I like those little pens. So anyway, I got some of those refills. Very exciting. I need to do a video on those, I guess. What else did I get? Oh, I got this. This was at a table that was also right next to Franklin Christoph. This was Stacy Robinson's table.
That guy is delightful.
He is really fun to chat with.
Everybody was just chatting it up with him.
Yeah.
Because he is just so much fun.
Haven't seen this guy in forever.
Yeah.
I guess we've seen him at some Atlanta shows, but I don't think he goes to any other ones.
I don't think he does.
And it's been a long time since he's been in an Atlanta show, so... but yeah, he's a lot of fun. He's got a very professional looking setup.
He does. So that's the thing. When you look at his pens or his table, you'd sit there and be like, oh, I can't afford that. Yeah. And so, no, you can.
Yeah,
let us tell you, when he told us how much they were, like, what? Really?
Yeah. Oh. It was like at the very end of the show. And
yeah, very end.
I kind of hadn't... I chatted with him and I looked at him a little bit, but... This is this is Conway Stewart material.
Yeah, he had a bunch of different Conway Stewart.
Yeah, and some regular acrylics and a bunch of ebonite and that sort of thing.
If you smelled farts by his table, it was not him. He wanted everyone to know that it was not him. It was the ebonite.
It was very freshly turned ebonite, and so it smelled like sulfur and burned rubber.
If you open the cap, it stung the nostrils. Yeah.
Pretty intense. I don't think he expected it to stay that intense, but I think he had made those very recently.
Sure, yeah.
So, so this is one of the Conway Stewart pens, or Conway Stewart materials. Yeah. It's a pretty simple fountain pen, but there's nothing wrong with that. It posts just fine if you want to. It has a nice grip section. No gutter or anything going on. No weird giant step.
Not 15 turns to open.
It's a perfectly reasonable number of turns to open the cap. The section is comfortable. It's nothing like super fancy, but it's right and tight, and I think it's quite nice. Yeah, I like what he made there. And I was gonna kind of pass it up, and then he told me I was like, okay, so how much do these cost? And it was $125 for this, and I was
with a leather pouch,
with a leather pen sleeve. I mean, it's faux ostrich, but
whatever.
You know. I think it might have been his last orange one.
It was the last orange one.
So I was like, yes, I will have that pen and that orange sleeve, please. I mean, that's with a nib. If I had gone no nib, you might have knocked some cash off of that too. Probably. I don't know.
Also, the ebonite was a little bit more. What there was for $150? I think
they were $150, something like that. Which is very inexpensive.
It is because ebonite, as stinky it is, but it's not as easy to turn and stuff as far as I know.
Well, your whole place smells very bad.
Yeah,
if nothing else, it's very stinky to turn.
Yeah. So you have to deal with that. I think you deserve a little extra money for the amount of stench that's going on in your workplace. Yeah. Trust me, I know. I would complain whenever somebody would have an ebonite one done. Mm-hmm. Jim Rouse had one turned, gave him Jim, it stinks in here because of you.
Stinks up the whole building.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a nice little pen and very inexpensive, I think. Miroslav here says, FC nib question. Trouble telling the difference between all the custom nib grinds. Are there any marks I'm overlooking? No, the custom grinds don't have any specific marks. Like, they're not...
No.
No.
We're not engraving, like,
Yeah.
more on there for as a medium. Really, it's... I can tell pretty easily if you have a loop, then you can be able to tell based on the shape of it.
Yeah.
The flatter and sharper sides, cursive italic.
The sharp sides always do it for me with
more
italics.
Tipping, and it's rounded on the bottom, and it's all flattened on the top. That's basically going to be a stub, and then the sig is going to have a like really slanted chisel on the top and a little bit of rounded on the bottom.
That's what a sig looks like. You can see that sort of like
the downward angle on the top.
Yeah. So anyway, that's the brief. And if it's very pointy, that's a needle
If there's
point.
more tipping on there, then and it doesn't have that slant, it's probably a stub.
Yeah. So
there is no fine stub, so that you can take off the table.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go.
There you go. That's the quick rundown. Easy peasy. So that's one thing I got. Wasn't expecting to buy that, but totally did.
Yeah.
This is another thing I was hoping I would find something of. What is this material called? Olive something.
Olivina?
Olivina? That could be right.
Something like, yeah.
Like those markers and highlighters made from metal material. Oh, I don't remember the name of that maker. No, I don't remember the name. Sorry. And they weren't there in the walk around. They had gone, or they weren't there yet. I don't think they weren't there yet. I think they were only there on Saturday. Drawn Ghouls picked up some of their stuff.
Oh, did they?
Just the regular pens. I don't think they got the markers. Is the picture in picture new? Nope, that's been there. They here on stickers with washi tape? For what? Oh, we need a tiny grind name stickers, classy ones, better tweaked pens. That'd be a good idea. But yeah, washi tape, that's a good way to go.
Yeah, some people just keep them in a certain spot or label them in a way that they can remember, so you don't switch them out. Or if you switch them out, you know what's going in there.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a really nice acrylic. I really like the color of this one. And I didn't have a Model 50. This is a Franklin Christoph Model 50. I did a review on this back when it first came out. It was all black. And that was a loaner pen, so I gave that back, of course. Yeah. And I've been on the hunt for a new 50 ever since. And this one popped up, I think it was Friday, and I snagged it off the table when the sheets were ripped off. And I think I was in another room talking to somebody. I'm like, oh, it's time. And
Time.
I think it might have been Kat. I was like, uh-oh, it's 10:01. We got to go. And so, this was still on the table at 10:00 something. When we finally got there, I'm like, yes, that's the one. So I got this. I was very tempted to trade it for an Arctic Ice one, which was a light blue.
Yeah.
That looks so good. But I went with this one because
that's more of a you color. I mean,
both of them are very me colors.
True, but this one you have so many inks that are. You obviously love this
That's true.
murky green color. Yeah.
That's true. They're not online. No, only the standard models are online. They don't make enough of these to put them online. If they do one of their online like pen show
we do special
situations,
edition ones.
Yeah, you can do sometimes do special editions, and there have been some in this acrylic. So keep an eye out for that. But yeah, this is this is a big old magic wand of a pen. I mean, it's big. You can't post it, but also like you wouldn't want to because come on, that's absurd.
That would literally be
it's too long.
Wand.
Yeah, kind of like the Faber-Castell Basic, which they've Ascensio, I think they call it now, which is that long like carbon fiber one, and you can post it, and it ends up being like this long. Yeah. It's very dumb.
Exactly.
Nice pen, but very dumb. So yeah, I was very excited about this, and this has Mike's Naginata Togi on it. You see the profile there is very different from a normal thing. Got the Arctic Ice, the last pop-up selling. You love it. Yeah, I'll get one eventually.
Oh yeah.
But like whatever, I can wait. One thing I noticed about this pen is that the nib is kind of like perfectly set to match up with the flat side, so you can see the nib through there when you have it just sitting on the desk. I don't know if that's intentional or if that's on all of these, but I really like the way it worked out on this, so very happy with that.
I have not noticed because we don't.
Because you usually don't have nibs in them.
And they're not clear. I mean,
oh, that's true.
A lot of them don't have clear caps, so.
That's true. I imagine it's got to be an accident. But like whatever, happy accident. I don't care. I really like these because they're a great desk pen. You just set them down. They have these flat sides on the cap, and a slight they're at a slight angle with the bottom of this thing too, so it just doesn't roll.
It's hard to tell when it's in a picture, but in hand you're like, oh, I can feel a slight taper.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't have known if Scott hadn't told me about it because it's a very, very subtle feature.
Yeah.
But yeah, I dig this. I think it's just such a good color, and like you said, totally in my wheelhouse.
Yeah, I know they're making more
in that color.
In the color, I don't remember which models. Maybe the same ones that sold out really fast, but
yeah, it could be.
I know that's not something that they're definitely making.
Yeah, there will be more of this. It's very popular. It flies off the shelves there, I think. Anyone want the Olivinas? Yeah, they're great. Super cool. And I want one of the Arctic Ice. So, we're all... That's what we do to each other.
Yeah.
Like, look at that. It's super cool. So I got that.
Okay.
I got one of these. This is very exciting. This is a Lamy Balloon. Lamy Balloon. Which I'd never seen or heard of before.
No.
I got this from Crazy Alan's table. He said they just came in. It has a refill that's different from any of the ones I'd ever seen. It's got the very typical Lamy triangular grip thing because it's a school pen sort of situation, and that's how they do it. Look at this refill. How funny is that? It's not great.
No, like I said, Lamy refills aren't always my favorite, but
yeah, this is a rollerball, and I don't think I've ever actually used a Lamy rollerball refill before. It's okay.
Yeah, I've not used a rollerball though.
But it is way better on crap paper than it is on good paper.
Oh, really? Because it skips or...
Yeah, it kind of... Well, as you can see there, it doesn't exactly skiff, but it doesn't look great. It's the driest rollerball I think I've ever used. Which is good because a wet rollerball just bleeds through everything. And you don't want to do that with a school pen. You want to have it be able to write on terrible notebook paper or whatever. Yeah. And this does. It looks way better on crappy paper. And it kind of skates on good paper.
Yeah.
So the line looks skippy, but it's just because the ball didn't turn because it's
so smooth.
Yeah, there's no resistance. So this is pretty fun. I mean, look at that clip. Lamy, always doing something crazy.
It's like a hair barrette.
Yeah, it's kind of like a barrette.
Yeah.
There you go, perfect. So yeah, I picked that up from Crazy Alan. So 2 green pens. Look at me.
What a shock.
Shocker. Almost bought the Lamy Idios. Love the triangle shape. Didn't like the smooth metal grip. Yeah, I like the metal grip on it because it's triangular shaped. If it wasn't, it would be too slick.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I get it. Then I got these from Brad the Pen Addict Dowdy, who got on the title card of the walk around video, and then I didn't see him again that day.
Yep.
Until I stopped at the end.
I mean, look, you want to have the most famous person at the show be on the card.
I guess, but he wasn't in the video. It feels like false advertising.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the way it goes. But I think we were just walking around in the same kind of things. I don't know. Don't like proprietary refill systems for high ballpoints and rollerball. It's just a game to get the premium pricing for crappy refills. These are not premium pricing. These are...
Well, some of them can be. There are brands that do that.
Sure.
I mean, this is just...
That does not count in this case. Yeah. I bet this is this is a very inexpensive pen. Yeah. Actually, let me Google it up. Full disclosure, Crazy Alan did give me that.
Oh,
I tried to pay for it. I tried to pay for it, and he's like, just take it. I think it's so...
How many single pens have you bought from Crazy Alan's Emporium?
Oh, a zillion.
Yeah.
Zillion.
You love going there after anything new comes out because you can just buy singles.
Except the cookies. How much are these? Oh, it comes in different colors.
Ooh.
We've got the lime that I have and blue.
Do you wish that the ink matched the pen?
It does. Oh, no, you're right. It doesn't. It matches the blue. Duh. No, I don't care about that.
Okay.
That's not a concern for me. Unsure pen, Helen. $10 at Apple Boom. I think they're cheaper here. Oh, he reviewed one back in 2010. Wow.
What?
Wow. I've never seen this thing. Apparently, it's not really in the U.S. It has a different color clip.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's kind of fun. How much did his cost? Doesn't say. Click here for the XL? I don't know. It's not on... Is it on here? It's not on here either. Who knows? It is some number of dollars. I don't know. It's not very expensive. But I do like the... I like the weird stuff Lamy does. I'm trying to train myself.
It's so weird because you spoke German. That's so weird.
It doesn't matter. Like, it's a name. Like, it's a whole different thing. Anyway, it's Lamy. Lion should be bred, didn't make it past the cutting room floor. Nice. Smell the 2000 has a shady grip, I guess. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I don't have any problem with the 2000. So there's this one, and then there's this one, which is called the Zevo or something. And then there's this one, which I don't remember the name of. Like, these came out this year.
I could just see myself breaking that clip so easily.
This one, you would.
Yes.
You would just worry at it until you tore it apart.
I am that type of person.
And also, I wouldn't give it to you because it's a click. Oh, it's a silent click.
Oh, I would love it.
Very, very tempted. Why the no buy? Because I gave her. I was worried about the cost of the BTS concert when I saw tickets were $1,000 a piece, and she's been holding it against me the whole time. That's why. So she's not going to buy anything until after the concert, and then she's going to go ham. Is how I think it's going to go.
That is not true.
So
the next show, I don't have to work even.
That's true. You're going to be there just buying stuff.
I don't have to work, and then Mandy's like, I mean, but you're going to, like, come and, you know, be around to help, right? I'm like,
no.
What if it's a Fly To show? No, I wouldn't be there.
Yeah.
No, I will, though. I will.
So this is the Spoke icon, which I've had for quite a while. And I'm just kidding. Audrey doesn't give me too much of a hard time about it.
No.
This is the Spoke icon, which is one of Brad Dowdy's creations with Spoke pens. There's a little logo, which I think is pretty nice on that finial. And I really like this pen. This has been one of my... It has been inked the whole time I've had it. Like, I don't know how long I've had this. I got it when it very, very first came out, and I still really like it. It lives in my pen well here, like it is. And it's great. There are a bunch of grip sections and things that you can try out. But I hadn't gotten his other pen model, which is this one. This is the Axle that came out at the same time. I just only bought one of them. I don't remember why, but that's how it went down. So this is the standard Axle. In Vegas, try to get some downtown to browse through some pawn shops for pens. That might be interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah, maybe. Love my Olivier 50. Got your first one too. I love it. Nice. Good. With the return of Audrey back into the game. She'll be back in the game.
Oh, yeah.
So this is, there are fewer choices for this one because it doesn't have the interior sleeve that the icon has, where you can take out that blue bit and replace it. I've got a green sleeve for this one as well. I just really like this. I really like this cyan. I think it's a beautiful color. And this has got the titanium section and cap. This is a small cap pen. So you have some little threads there, and you have an O-ring, and you have a very freshly inked nib that I apparently didn't dab off, and it's got some ink on it. This has got Robert Oster's Scorpion in it.
Scorpion.
Which I think is really nice. I like this Scorpion color.
Is that a Pen Chalet exclusive? Yeah,
it's a Pen Chalet exclusive. Yeah, Scorpion from the Pen Chalet. Robert Oster. Looks like that. Very nice, readable, weird, sandy yellow brown.
Camel.
Kind of, yeah, it's kind of camel-y. Yeah. So that's in this one. And you can post these by screwing the cap on the back. It's not the easiest thing to screw on the back. I've missed it a few times because it's so rounded back here.
Rounded, yeah.
I think if this was a little bit longer, maybe that'd be better, but also it would look weird. So I don't know. I think you just got to deal with it. So you're going to be using it for a long time. You can screw that on the back, and then you have this nice sort of bookended anodization look, which I think is very nice. I think it looks best this way, actually.
Oh, yeah.
But you just put that back on there. It uses the number 6 nib, cartridge, converter, all that jazz. There are several colors of body and things you can get. And you can also get an anodized like aluminum section and cap if you want. But he gave me that one in titanium. And then this is the Axle. I should probably have looked it up.
Uh-oh.
It's the small
Sorry,
Axle.
Brad.
He doesn't watch these.
Fair. I get it.
The Spoke Axle S is what this is called.
I wonder if the S is for short.
It's not.
Oh, wow.
The Spoke Axle S. You can get it in only black grips at the moment, but black, blue, red, orange, cyan, and gunmetal bodies. So yeah, this is the same pen, just in a smaller body size. Just this is shorter. These are the same, I think. Pretty sure. Yeah, those are the same. Those are all interchangeable.
Yeah.
But and actually on the black one, when I handed this to Audrey for the first time, she had trouble opening this because it looks like this probably ought to be the cap. It's the one that's most different.
It's not, yeah. Nope, I learned.
And in the titanium, you can see the gap. But in the black one, you can't actually see the gap.
No,
And
it's hard.
She was unscrewing the body. This is.
I did 2 times. I'm like, why did I do the same thing a second time?
It's really camouflaged in there, so you got to know what you're doing to uncap it. So it's very small as in its unposted form. Like this is big enough for me to write some very quick notes, but I wouldn't want to write much with it because it just pops inside my hand because my hands are pretty big.
That's the way.
How was it for you actually?
The FC Pocket 25.
Oh yeah, real small. There you go. Yeah, that actually works for you, huh? It's a little small, but
it's a little small, but it's workable.
I have way bigger hands. So
What?
I know, beef mitts.
I mean, I have to adjust it a little bit so it doesn't get caught in the crook, but it's. I wouldn't want to write for long periods. Otherwise, I would just put it on the back. But for my hand, it's totally usable.
Yeah, and when you post it, this is a perfectly usable size.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It does take a few extra turns to post.
It does. I noticed that.
It's a little squeaky. It's just the nature of aluminum on aluminum threads.
For sure.
So, anyway,
I just WD-40 that, right?
It gets your hands all messy.
Well, I know.
Hands all messy. If you thought of doing a custom spoke like Brad, maybe in your college colors, that'd be kind of fun. I don't know if Brad would be into it, but I think it'd be kind of fun. Yeah, like an icon or something. That'd be kind of fun. Maybe I talk to Brad about that. I don't know if he's really set up to be doing custom stuff with those. I don't really know. I haven't talked to him about it.
My college colors were ugly.
Your college colors are dope. What are you talking about? Orange and brown?
I mean, that's
they're unfalcon believable is what they are.
I think that people would disagree with you that it's awesome.
I think orange and brown are perfectly fine colors. They're a perfectly cromulent combination of colors.
Well, I just think a lot of people said they do not enjoy it.
No. Mine were red and blue. Go ponies. So red and blue is... it's a classic combo.
Yeah. What pen did you put this new ink that you got in?
This one.
That's what I thought. I was going to say, since you were showing the pen, you should show what ink it is since it's a new one.
All right, I will.
Or you can finish up your pen.
No, I'm going to do that now. I got this one. He did a Ferrari F1 spoke. That's fun. He's super into F1 these days.
Yeah.
He picks up a new thing and gets into it. Got real into soccer for a while. And he's super into F1. This is Scribe ink. Scribe Premium Fountain Pen ink, 50 mils. www.scribetc.com. That is not a very good website. Because it's really more about, it's like, hey, here's a way to contact me. It doesn't really have any information about the stuff. But I don't know. I think maybe it's also kind of, of course, I was like orange pens and brown ink. Well, that's fact. So, look, I'm biased toward orange and brown, I guess.
Yeah, you are.
This is made by the same person who designed the original Parker Penman inks. And these are, I think, sort of like replicas of those original formulations. So Kirk Spear had them at his table. He didn't have the one I was looking for, which was the green, which I think is... I know. Or the brown. I think he was out of both of them.
Wow, what a surprise.
Those are the two I was told you need to check those out. And maybe there's not a purple. That was something else. But yeah, I was told I needed to get the green or the brown. I forget which one. Whichever one it was, he didn't have it. And so I was like, all right, which one of these that you have do you like the best?
Yeah.
And he said the black, actually. Oh. So I got the black. And it's actually a really nice... Actually, we gave ourselves the death penalty. It's not even the NCAA. That was us. It's got a real nice, like, bronzy sheen. It's not coming out too much here on camera, but does exist in person.
You can see it in person, yeah.
But yeah, very nice bronzy sheen on there. Good flow. Very nice dark black.
Yeah, it's dark black.
It's a solid ink. It's a little expensive, I think. I want to say they were $25 a bottle. He gave me a little bit of a discount, but it's about $24-25 a bottle, I think. I was still gonna get one anyway. But yeah, pretty nice. It's a very wet ink, so I put it in this pen, which has a broad nib, which I suspect also is a little bit on the wet side, and it's a little bit too wet for this.
Oh, really?
Well,
it's just overwhelming.
It's a little bit overwhelming. I mean, it writes very nicely. There's never, not a problem.
Yeah.
But it does want to try to like bleed through and feather on things that aren't great. This is kind of copy paper stuff, and you can see it doesn't look great on copy paper. Like just soaks in real quick.
I mean, yeah, if you're getting a broad nib on cheap copy paper, it didn't go through or anything.
Yeah, it didn't. Maybe this isn't cheap. Maybe this is the wheat straw paper. These are all extra bits from when we were doing shipping.
Yeah.
So at some point we transitioned to bad paper from the good stuff. I don't know why I was using good stuff for labels, but like whatever. That's a whole other story. So yeah, it's a little bit on the wet side for this pen. So I think I'm going to put it in something with more restrained flow.
Yeah.
But it's a very nice black ink. It reminds me a lot of Aurora Black.
Oh, is it? Well, based on what you were saying, yeah.
Yeah. Very dark, free flowing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good stuff. More expensive than Aurora Black, but not much. Like,
I
Aurora
don't
Black's
know
like
how much those are anymore, but I don't think that they're cheap. So.
No, it's not cheap. It was like $20. Yeah, $20. 18 to 20. Oh, 16 at Atlas Stationers.
But it's only a 45 ml bottle, so.
Is that a smaller bottle? Oh, it's smaller than this.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5 ml smaller. Yeah, it's 16 bucks. That's on sale right there. It's cheaper than Endless. Go to Atlas, get you some Aurora. Oh no, that's a blue black. Never mind. Don't get the blue, or the blue black. Get the black. That's where it's at. Sorry, blue and blue black aren't good. Black is outstanding. All right, so that's that one.
Yep.
Good call. I did get some. Oh, let's do the last pen.
Yep.
Last pen is this one, which Frank from Narwhal handed me. I think he gave one to Joe Crace and also Brad Dowdy. So there are a bunch of these. This is the Nautilus from Narwhal, and it is the Pen Show limited edition one.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So it's not limited to any particular pen show, but I don't think you can buy it online anywhere. You have to go to a pen show. And he didn't have any left after any of the other pen shows, and so I guess he brought some extras. Or did he set up at this one? I don't think he had a table. I think he might have just been at the show.
I didn't see a table.
But it's rose gold. It's which I think is really nice with this ebonite. I'm like rose gold is usually pretty okay with me. I like it better than regular gold.
It's not a make or break one for you.
No, but I think it looks really good with this. This is a nice ebonite. It's sort of a, I don't know, what would you call that color blue? Cerulean?
It is more dusty in person. It's not as bright in person as it's showing from the lights. So I do want to mention that. But what blue? What? I mean, it's a dusty dark blue.
Dark blue?
I mean, it's fairly dark.
Yeah, all right. It's dark-ish. Yeah. It has some nice black in there. You've got some veins of pink, which I think are a fun inclusion. Really kind of.
Yeah. You can definitely tell that because some of them were just like really dark. No,
it's too dark for cornflower.
It's way too dark for, especially in person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know, in the Narwhal will be offering the bronze Nautilus. It can't be a whole bronze one, right? That'd be too much. Too many dollars, or too many pounds, I should say.
Yeah.
This is I haven't inked this one up yet. I haven't decided what to put in it. It's a piston. You can see the piston through the little portholes, which are a fun way to do an ink window. I think I like that, and they're offset, so you have to get it at a particular angle, right there, to see from one to the other, which is kind of interesting. Yeah. They didn't do 4; they did 3 portholes.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird, but it's interesting. And this is a broad nib. Denim? It's kind of denim-y. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty.
It's more denim-y. Yeah.
Like a medium dark denim. Yeah, kind of denim-y. But I mean, it's ebonite. No smell.
Yeah.
Not as new as Stacy's. The nib actually seems a little bit small on here to me. What do you think? It's a big pen. I feel like it's got kind of a little
I wouldn't say it's abnormal. I think it's okay. It's not. I mean, now that you say that, I notice it, but when I first glance at it, I'm not saying like, oh my gosh, look at that, it's a tiny little nib on there.
Yeah, it's a number 6. It's a normal size nib. It's just kind of a big pen. It's got a nice weight to it. Like, it's not super heavy, but I haven't hold this yet.
I saw one at Dromgools that I wanted, and
a Narwhal?
Yeah, remember? It's one of the Keys line. It's super sparkly and ridiculous, but I've not seen it in person. I think it was the blue one. I think it was a blue one.
I didn't know there was a blue one. I remember there being a purple one. I didn't remember a blue. The blue was really sparkly.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think about that? How's the weight and stuff for you?
It's a little heavier in the back than I prefer, but it's not bad at all. But this has the piston, but it's
Maybe if we filled it with ink, it would like balance it out more.
It might,
just a little bit.
Yeah, it's just a tiny bit. It's not like it's a heavy metal or anything like that. That it just really is making it hit to the back.
How's the tipping size? I haven't inked it yet, so I couldn't tell you. It looks a little bit stubby. You've got a more practiced looking at nibs eye than I do. It looks a little bit on the stubby side. The double broad to be on the smaller size. Could be. I didn't know they made a double broad, actually.
I mean, it looks pretty normal.
This is only my second narwhal pen.
Yeah, that looks normal.
Pretty normal
to
broad.
Me.
Doesn't look stubby to you? Looks kind of flat to me. All right.
No, it's what I've seen Yovos look like that. It's pretty normal.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not marked with a size, and I was like, "What size is this, Frank?" He's like, "Oh, it's not marked. It's a broad."
Yeah.
Apparently, the other nibs are marked, but the broad isn't for some reason.
Yeah.
So who knows? Anyway, I'm looking forward to inking that up. I just haven't done it yet. I haven't decided what needs to go in it.
Yeah.
So, and it's a piston, so I gotta make a decision.
That's it. Yeah.
Well, does this unscrew? I bet the nib unit unscrews. Let's see. It's not moving.
Yeah.
I might have to pull it if I need to clean it. Yeah, so I'm gonna make a decision about what that pin will be filled with because it doesn't seem like a nib unscrews. All right, that's all the pins. That's all the pins I got.
That's it.
Only those. Well, I mean these I didn't pay for. These I paid for.
Yeah.
So I only bought 2 pens. So it felt like I only got a couple of pens, and I was like, no, I've actually got like 5 pens.
Yeah.
So does the balloon count? The balloon counts. I mean 6 pens. And Scribe's ink. And then I got these from Van Ness. They were giving these out at their table. These are Ferris wheel press bottles. Look at these little things. They're like little batteries.
Cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They even got a little plus minus on them. Like a battery. Please use creatively. 5 mils made in Canada. They don't have the full name of anything written on them. They just have initials.
Yeah.
And so Van Ness, Lisa, and Kelly from Mountain of Ink, who's working at her table, were going through like trying to figure out what the initials stood for. Okay, and then like had a list on the top of the box. And so I just took a picture of that box.
That's a good call.
So these are fun. I don't really have that many Ferris wheel press inks. Ruth, I think, sent me some. Call them chargers. That's right.
Chargers.
Yeah, they should just call them batteries. But yeah, Ferris wheel press chargers. And I got them in Moss Park Green. I think Ferris Wheel Press still sells them, and you can get them from Van Ness in the longer box as a set. But she said there was some mishap in shipping, and so I think a lot of the boxes got destroyed or some weird thing. And so they just had a whole bunch of the little bottles. They're like, well, you're not going to sell them this way, so we'll just give them away. So this is Moss Park Green, which I think actually looks pretty cool.
So, yeah, it's an interesting color.
It's undersaturated.
It is, yeah.
But I think it would look fine. Judging by the the writing at the top.
Yeah.
I think it'd be good.
Yeah.
The other one I got is Goose Poupon.
Interesting.
That's what I said too. And then it's this color.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't think you should have goose poop in a color like this.
Yeah.
It's Goose Poupon. But also it's got poop in the name.
Yeah, it sure does.
But I actually really like this color. This reminds me a lot of that Scorpion ink I put. Actually, how close is it? It's not that close.
And like honeycomb and.
It's much more like honeycomb.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, Goose Poupon, and then I got Send Your Kids Out of the Room. I got this one from Straits Pens. I didn't get the box for this, which I'm sad it didn't have a box. They didn't have any of this color in a box because the boxes are cool.
Yeah.
Well, they're cool if you set them next to each other and it says Straits Pens across, but otherwise it's wrapped around the corners.
Wrapped around the side.
Yeah, it's a cool effect when you have a bunch of the boxes. But this sepia color. Also, I don't think you should have seep in the name of this, but so I'm 11. So this is what that looks like, which is I think a very nice brown.
It's nice brown. Yeah.
Good brown.
Yeah.
It's not. Most of it doesn't look sepia to me. Like up here in the corners where there's not very much of it looks way sepia. The kind of like gray brown bit.
Usually it's more of an undersaturated.
Yeah.
Not as deep as this one is.
Yeah, and it's got more of a gray component. I think usually a sepia does for me.
Yeah.
But anyway, I like that color.
Verges on taupey a little bit, or a little bit.
Yeah, it's like a real dark, like like a browner taupe.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, grab one of these. I've got a couple of Straits Pens
Pens.
inks. I like them.
Yep.
You can find these at Lemur Ink. That's where I bought this. LemurInk.com. Go give John Phelan some business. He's a good dude, and he sells some cool stuff.
It is not scented, right?
Oh, God.
I don't believe so.
No, it's not scented. It does have a little bit of a biocide scent to it, a little chemically, but it doesn't smell like poop. And then lastly, I got this one, which is Le Bon Aphrodite. I had 3 Le Bon inks on my shopping list. And this is the only one they had at Drum Ghouls.
Wow.
And Drum Ghouls is the only place that had this.
Really?
I don't know if anybody actually carries it except for them.
I wonder why.
I don't know. But I've got this in a pen right now. I got this because our good friend and mod, Sarah, Bijou Owl, said you got to try Aphrodite. So I did.
I have a hot take.
What's up?
I think that's a fun box.
What's so fun about it?
I don't know. I mean, Aphrodite's looking awesome. The pink I like with the gold accents or bronzy. I
no, they're
don't
gold.
know. I
it's
like it.
It's like a gold foil thing going on.
I just sort of like it. I
like the flower petals.
I like the flowers. Yeah.
Well, I don't ever think of it as being roses for Aphrodite, but whatever. Why not? Born of shells in the foam of the sea, come walk with me. Let me be your loving and kind muse, gentle ink. I think Bert has it, but he doesn't take ink to shows. Yeah, that makes sense. Brave to smell it. I would have noticed if it was scented before. I was pretty sure it wasn't.
Yeah, I don't know. I just like the color of the box with the gold foil. And,
I think all their boxes are quite stylish from Le Bon. They do a nice job. The bottle also looks nice. It's got these little ears like you find in like a pelican. Yeah. Is it Pelican that does that?
No.
A Pelican has the foam in there. Somebody else has a bottle that has...
Tasha.
Tasha does this.
That's right.
All right, guys. Thanks, Mike. Yep. Take care, John. So this is the bottle, which is this nice little cube. Has the Aphrodite pink on there, which is good. Yeah, Athena Gray was on my list, as was the other one, Artemis, I think, which is like a blue-black sort of color, which I liked. Somebody got them on Slack.
Oh, okay.
I was showing them off. So, yeah, Tasha, good. I'm glad I wasn't imagining things. The one thing I'll complain about, and it's got the little dot here, so if you have a bunch of these in a drawer, you can tell what it is. Yeah. It's handy. The one thing I'll complain about is that the opening of this bottle is very small.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Like, I don't think I'm putting this in there to fill it. Like, it's too big. So.
That's not how I fill mine. So that wouldn't.
Well,
be
you will if it's a piston filler.
Yeah,
so,
I don't use those. So
I actually wanted to put that ink in here, and like it won't fit in the hole. So.
That's too bad. That's true.
Yeah, I mean, I could decant it into something and fill it, but sure. You're not filling it natively from this, which is
Apollo Orange.
No, it wasn't Apollo Orange. It was definitely one of the latest. This is what it looks like. Which is interesting. I really like this color.
I do too.
It's a seriously brown pink.
Yeah.
And you don't get many brown pinks out there.
Yeah.
I don't have anything like this, I don't think. I might have one or two that are in the brown pink category.
Yeah, I really like that.
I feel like there's a Diamine music series that's a little bit like this. But, I mean, those are also kind of hard to find, so.
To be fair, maybe it's the whole thing that I'm thinking about and is making my brain say, I really like that more. Yeah. The bottle and stuff. Because it is obviously not the same color.
No, it's not the same color at all.
But
if it had been that color, I probably wouldn't have bought it.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. It was this. And then I was like, oh, that's not that. But, I mean, it's similar idea, you know?
Yeah. Those are $20 a bottle.
How many mils is it? Or not, well, mils are 2 ounces. I forget how much it was. It looked like about 2.
I don't even know. It did look like 2. 50 mils.
It's almost
another 50 mil bottle.
1.7.
Yeah. I also got a little bit of a discount from John Ghouls on this one. So, Krishna Brown Pink. I don't think so. I'll do comparisons when I do the review for this for sure. I don't have my brown pinks anywhere handy.
Reminds me of Papier Plume Desire.
I don't remember Desire.
Yeah, I don't either.
I haven't. Have I tried all the? I don't think I've tried all the Papier Plumes. I have a lot of them, but not all of them. Krishna Brown Pink maybe, and I want to say there's a Diamine one that's a little bit like that from the music series, but couldn't tell you which one.
Yeah, no, I really like that. It's an interesting pink that is easily readable. It's not a hot pink. It's interesting.
Right. Like that's what I've got actually in that big green pen. It's in that 50.
Oh, it's flipped over because I saw that and I didn't think you had it swatched, but okay, yeah. I got you now.
Yeah, it's actually in that brown or that green Franklin Christoph.
Yeah,
I like it a lot.
Yeah,
it's real good. Flows nice, looks good. Isn't a streetcar named? Yeah. Let me make sure I don't have it, Ruth. You have sent me a zillion samples.
You really have. Yeah.
And I appreciate it, but like you don't have to send me a sample of everything. Don't feel like you need to do that. But let me see if I have it first. All right. That's it. That's all I got.
We had a few other things that came
that's
out.
not it either. I lied.
And then there's this.
Oh, that. You want to talk about that now?
I mean, it's up to you.
Well, I'll just talk about these last two things, and that'll be it for all the things I got. I picked up a couple of things from the Van Ness table. Hey, Angel, welcome back.
Yeah.
Love KWZ brown pink. Yeah, brown pink isn't... KWZ one isn't the same. So these are a couple of things that Lisa Van Ness gave me to try out. This is from Midori. Midori, I should say. Hit that me hard on Midori.
Yeah.
This is a really interesting little pad of papers. I don't know what the story is with this because I haven't looked it up. But it just says 3 tones, 30 sheets, and it's like $6 for this. So they're about a quarter a piece each sheet. And what they are is... Oh, it's a blotting. It's a blotting page. Yeah. That's cool. There's also some stuff in here that's entirely in Japanese. I wish I knew what all that said, but I don't. And what it is they're 3 different colors of paper with this design on it. So we got a little inkwell and a plume, a few lines, and it just says Midori, and that's it.
Yep, that's it.
That's all there is. I don't know exactly what this is supposed to be for. I want to look it up and find out.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like MD. It feels like a whole different paper.
Yeah, it didn't feel like that to me.
And I wrote one note on it with actually this one, that very wet ink, and it was like trying to feather and stuff on it, which could just be that it's very wet, but
exactly.
Also it doesn't feel it quite as. It feels like it's got more of a texture. You can actually maybe see it a little bit. So it's different from MD and stuff, but it's got this kind of pale color, and then we've got this color, which is more, I don't know,
peachy orange.
Yeah, peachy orange, and then back here you've got some that are like very gold.
Yeah.
So I was like, this is cool. I'll check that out. So there's these from Midori.
Is it only those colors? Do you know, or do they have?
I think
others?
so. I think it's just these. Oh, well, these are the 3 tones of gold, or whatever they call them.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's nothing on here. I don't even know how to look these up. I'm gonna have to look them up on Van Ness's website. Which Nose here is standing in the way of.
Sure is.
And then this one, which I'd never tried before, and she's like, "How have you not used Ayush paper before?" I'm like, "I don't know, man."
Yeah.
This is from India, and it's. She said it was really textured, and she thought I would like it because I like bank paper a lot. So if you like bank paper, you might like this stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, and none of the covers are the same color.
Oh, that's interesting.
Which, yeah, they're all kind of like, they're all similar-ish, but some of them are lighter, some are darker, some have like splotches on them a little bit.
Notice every time you do that around his face, he keeps going.
Hi, here. These are $3.50, and I should have gotten more. Cause,
wow, really?
Yeah, I mean, I think these are okay up here. I think they're a little bit too big. But also, this comes in a bunch of different formats and that sort of thing. She said she didn't think the guy who made it thought it was going to be as popular as it is.
Oh, really?
And just kind of like was in a rush to get covers and like
just have
stuff.
it.
Yeah, have it made. But they're perforated at the top, which I love a perf. And they have a pretty strong dot grid on these. They come in different formats, of course, different rulings and stuff. But I was just doodling yesterday while watching a Van Ness live stream on Instagram and trying not to grade. I was just like trying out different inks on it just to see how it worked out and how it, whether it showed sheen and shimmer and stuff. It shows sheen, it shows shimmer. It works really well with ballpoints, look nice. This up here was what is that? That was a gel pen, I think, up there. These are all fountain pen inks, and like nothing on the other side. There's a tiny bit of something right there from the Pilot Brown cartridge, but everything high nose.
So this is Mr. Nose's favorite thing to do right now. Look how sweet this cat is.
I know, he's the sweetest cat. What he wants me to do is lean back in my chair so he can lay on my chest.
He wants to lay all the way across Mike.
Yeah. Which we'll do it here in a little bit. Let me finish showing things. But yeah, no show through or anything, no bleed. It's really good. Could do without the bright yellow. The Midori pad does come in other colors. Oh, it does? Oh, interesting. Okay, good. Each page is designed for fountain pens in mind. Yeah, no, totally. They say on the front, your fountain pen will love this paper. And guess what? It does.
There you go.
It works really well on here with all these. I think if you were using like very fine nibs, you might be able to feel the texture in a way that people might not like.
Yeah.
But there's not much. She said it was very textured, but that made me think it was going to be like the handmade stuff that's like made out of bushes, and I can't remember what that stuff is called.
That's not that bad. Yeah.
No, this is just, it's uncoated, but I mean, you can see Savin Midori changed colors and did some sheening. Aurora Australis did some sheening. You got the shimmer showing up in Party Time. Cheerio Water Bus is showing off the blue. I mean, this is Panini of Dracula's showing off the black and red. It looks great. It works really well. I'm gonna have to get some bigger pads of this next time I have a chance.
Yep.
I dig it. So there's an orange one, of course. You picked up one of these Orange pads. Yeah, it's great. I really like it. Drew is correct. Handles 100% of ink super well in your experience. I put a bunch of inks on there and it handled every one of them. Yeah. Let's see how it does with something really terrible. Let me grab a Sharpie.
What about the black pen that has the ink that's too wet?
Oh, did I use that? I used that. No problem.
Well, there you go.
Worked perfectly on there. No problem at all. You get some rouge paper, but ring bound is a deal breaker. I think they have non-ring bound ones too. I'm not really sure, but Sharpie. Sharpie goes through, but
surprised.
not as much as you might think.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it didn't feather or spread or anything, and Sharpie loves to do that on paper.
It does.
So, like, would you use both sides of the Sharpie? Probably not, but
yeah,
it's not going to ruin the next page.
Yeah, that's
so.
True.
Actually, this is a Bic Market. I lied.
Oh.
Hold on. We need an official.
Peggy says, "Hi, Mike and Audrey. Great to see you at the Atlanta show. I'm hoping you get more Cheerio Water Bus. Would love some." There you go.
So this is the Sharpie. About the same.
Yeah.
It's darker, so you get more show through, but no more bleed. Yeah, we're going to get more Cheerio Water Bus for sure. Thanks to everybody who bought the first round of that. I'm super happy that people love that. Nobody has told me they hate it, which is nice.
That's always nice.
If somebody hates it, let me know. I don't know. Just because
really?
I want to know, like, if it's not, like, I want to know. But I don't think anybody has, so.
Speaking of Cheerio Water Bus.
Well, before we get to that.
Okay.
I will have it in, 2 or 3 weeks, something like that. So it's getting.
Have they even been shipped yet?
No, they haven't been shipped. We're waiting on boxes.
Yeah.
Monte's funny. I sent him an email. I was like, Monte, I need more of that ink, bro. Mm-hmm. And he's like, he sent me an email a few days later. He's like, sorry, I've been really busy. Mostly busy filling bottles with Cheerio Water Bus. He said that was ready to go, but they had to order the boxes because they're custom boxes. He's like, you can put it in the regular box if you don't want to wait. I'm like, we can wait a little bit. I need to recover from shipping.
Not that long. Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be here in a couple weeks.
Recover from shipping.
Look, there's so much stress. I don't know. Whatever, it's fine. Also, like, I knew we were going to go into a pen show, and, like, who's got time? So, it's the end of the semester. If I can push it off a little bit, that's okay with me. Whatever. We'll have it soon. What do you have to show us about Cheerio Water Bus? I held in a hiccup.
Yeah, Christine wants to know if you sold out at the show.
I did sell out at the show. I have sold every bottle except for mine. That is the last one I have. So, yeah, I sold out at the show. I think everybody who wanted it at the show got it.
Mostly, yeah.
I think there was maybe 1 or 2 people who asked me after I had sold out. I sold out pretty early on Saturday morning. I had one left Saturday morning or something. And then there was somebody afterwards who was like, oh, I didn't know you had it there. But it was somebody that I have seen on Slack a bunch, but we've never actually met. So, anywho, when's my semester over? The end of April. So, soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you have to tell us about Cheerio Water Bus?
All over me here.
You really
it's
do.
Too much. It's too much.
I'll take this one.
Speaking of Cheerio Water Bus,
if
you didn't know, I have a nail polish blog, RileyNail.com. I don't know if anyone would be interested in this, but I had a Cheerio Water Bus nail polish made. I don't know if you can quite see the. Can you
Show
see
me your
the
fingers.
blue?
It's easier on your fingers, maybe.
See, that's the thing. It's brighter.
There's a flashlight right there.
That's not going to help. You want it less light for this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So, it's in person. You can really see this. It is from Noodles Nail Polish. This is the person I've worked with many times before. Alta and Vega. There was.
Vega and Altair.
Thank you. Yes.
The sailor.
She had made one of those before for me, based on my sailor, and I was like, what if I got a nail polish based on Cheerio Water Bus? And she was totally down with it. And the brighter the light, the more the green comes out. So in lower light, the blue comes out. So here, this is just some swatches I did a couple days ago. So you can see that there's definitely a lot of blue in there. Yeah. If you have lower light and angle it, the blue really comes out in it. But again, straight on, it has more emerald look and less blue. So this was just a prototype that she sent over. I mean, I'm happy with it. She asked if, it's close to the ink. Obviously, they're two different mediums, so you can't have things to look exactly the same. But, I mean, it actually is pretty close. So, I have not finalized things with her. She's actually a school teacher. And so, she's finishing up her school year.
They're next to each other. That's the nail polish, obviously. And yeah, you're right. The blue doesn't show up on camera.
It is 100% noticeable in person. If you see the photos.
Whoa, weird.
It just doesn't.
Weird.
Yeah, but you can see it in person. I promise you it is there.
And you can see it in the photos, but yeah, my webcams and stuff don't want to pick it up with this light. Interesting.
Yeah. So I'm not sure how much it's going to be. It's not, obviously it's going to be well under the price than the ink itself.
Oh. And
trying to figure out, the logistics of things is being worked on. So that will be hopefully coming, and I hope people enjoy that as well.
This is Noodles nail polish?
Yeah. Noodles nail polish.
What do those nail polishes usually go for? They're usually like the $10 range, right?
They're usually about $10. Yeah.
So there might be a...
That's not labeled. Again, this is just a prototype one. So, but see, you can see here.
Oh, yeah.
See it?
You look right there. You see the blue.
Yeah.
I bet if I get closer, you can still see. Yeah, there we go. That's better.
Yeah.
Weird. It's so weird what doesn't show up on
camera. I know. Yeah.
Anyway, it's a lot like the ink. It's pretty cool.
But Pannonia is a smaller maker, and so is Noodles, and so again, she's super nice, and I've worked with her for years. So I thought it'd be a fun thing, and hopefully people, and since they enjoy the ink, if you like nail polish, then that's hopefully going to be available.
Dustin already sent a sample of Cheerio Water Bus to somebody. That's fun. Drew says we're starting a Cheerio Water Bus empire. Also, I sent a message to the guy who put up the original list of those sayings on Twitter.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, I liked it so much I had a nail polish or an ink made. They liked it and followed me back.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. We got a damn that's fire. Now we need a Cheerio water pen. Oh, Cheerio water pen. Okay, I'll talk to somebody. That's what I need to do next, obviously. Wonder if you could paint a pen with nail polish. Can you? I mean, it's lacquer.
Yeah, I've even seen people do colored nail polish on their converters too.
For sure.
So yeah, you can. It's not gonna
hold up as well as a Rushi.
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna have to lacquer it in terms of a finish, so it doesn't.
Greg's nose could not be cuter together. They're pretty cute.
Yeah.
You should do a bundle of ink and polish. Maybe. I used to paint my Schaefer No Nonsense pen caps with nail polish. Look pretty good. Nice. I might try painting one of your Lamy Safaris. Yeah, go for it. I mean, why not, right? Right planners, pocket refills, Aphrodite, sepia, batteries.
But if you are interested, thank you for your interest anyway.
Black Lamy Balloon. Oh, we didn't do those notebooks. It's 6:30 though. All right, we'll save that. I do want to say, you want to grab one right quick? I don't want to do the testing right now. But I want to tell people. Last time we were all together, we had these notebooks, which are from Kalima, and we tested out some of the paper. Take care of yourself. Yes. And they said, hey, thanks so much for the exhaustive testing of that. It's a very nice email, so they watch. And they said, you tested the loose leaf stuff, but the paper in the notebooks is actually heavier and even better with fountain penning. Yeah. So I wanna go through and test the paper in the notebook. I'll do that for like a video or something, I guess.
Which they did feel different, but we didn't really go through that very much. So
yeah, like I didn't feel them side by side. It does feel heavier.
Yeah.
So it's several pounds heavier in terms of weight, and so should be even better with fountain penning. So I wanted to mention that because we'd only talked about the loose leaf. So
exactly.
There's that. I think there's like a couple of things that are new on the old market here that I think are pretty fun. Franklin Christoph has this pen they just put up today. It's awesome. That's a great combo. It reminds me of a pen that I don't show online anymore.
Yeah.
I got a long time ago one of the very first Panther 40s, and it is this smoke material with orange bands. And it's got like a triple.
White.
Triple.
It's
got triple bands. So it has two skinny white bands and an orange band in the middle. And they don't do that. And so I stopped showing it online because people were like, hey, I want that pen. And they kept emailing Franklin Christoph. And they're like, that's not a real pen. Like, that was one that was like a test. But this has orange, although it looks like it's like an orange creamy thing going on here. There's like white bands in it, white streaks.
Scroll down, it should say.
I probably will, huh? New smoke with bands of orange and white. Not really made of smoke. The acrylic. Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, it doesn't say bands of orange and white. So yeah, it is an orange and white like swirled band, which is cool with the new smoke material. So check those out. That's the model 19. I don't have the 19 in that one. It's very tempting.
Yeah.
And then there's a 40, which probably went in the stock room, I would guess, because the stock room, yeah. New 40 Panther, which they have made special edition only. I didn't actually know that. Yeah. With a nice grapey purple band in there. Midnight Plum. Looks like grapes. Grape purple. Purple grape.
I think it looks a little... I call it Radiant Orchid. It's more...
Oh, look at you. Fancy.
Yes. Well, it's a Pantone color, so it's not plummy to me. I think it's the same band as the one that he called Plum before.
Yeah.
Yeah, plum I think of as very dark. Oh. It's like almost like an eggplanty sort of deep purple.
This is more grape.
And this is more a grapey...
Radiant Orchid, some might say.
More pink purple than plum.
So those are a couple of new things on Frank. Oh, there's another Franklin Christoph thing I wanted to talk about. And this is the thing that I almost bought one of at the show. I think they sold out, actually. These are NWF, natural wood fiber, A5 pad folios. I love the pad folio. It's a very versatile thing. I have one of the zippered pad folios that I've used for just years and years. It's all scuffed up. It's like picked up a lot of wear. It looks like it's mine, you know?
Yeah.
But this stuff like already looks a little bit weathered because of the way the material works.
Yeah.
And it's like...
How it has to be put together. And,
yeah. Well, I think it's just like the grain of the fibers.
That too.
But these have like a front pocket, which I like cram single sheets of paper and notes and like things like that in there.
Yeah.
And then it's got like a little pocket down here, which I actually keep a pad of Post-it notes in.
Yeah.
And it's got another pocket up there, and then it's got a pen loop, which I don't usually use the pen loops in the middle.
Yeah, sometimes it can be small.
Yeah.
Depending on the one.
I think this would be okay. And it's in the middle where the
spine.
Yeah, that's it, the spine. And then you can put either notebooks with covers or top-bound stuff in there. But these are like the covers are padded. They feel really good. I was gonna get the green one. I think the green one is especially nice looking.
Yeah.
But I wanted to show. Oh goodness. Okay. Fine.
Yeah, Jacob, the 40 that we showed it is dark blue. It is blue. It sort of looks black in certain lights. Or
the 40.
Yeah, the one that we showed that was the 40.
Okay.
It was actually a midnight color.
Oh. I don't remember it. You're showing it right now?
Yeah,
Today?
We literally just showed it. Literally the last thing you just... if you that.
All right, that's it. Now you're getting down. Goodness. The Panther 40. For some reason I was thinking... I don't know what I was thinking. I couldn't figure out what... My brain didn't work. How would you think they compare to the Galen Leather A5 notebook holders? They're bigger and they have... I think... So those are the two things I've used the most, actually, for because I like A5 stuff for my class notes. And those are the two things I carry the most. Do I have both of them? I'll grab them. I'll just show you.
It is after 6:30.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there's actually 3 things I use in that size. I'll take it back. And I'm not using any of them currently because I'm not going to class. But, so this is the Lockbee one. I use the Lockbee. Pretty much. These are pretty good. Although a lot of people don't like this loop. They think the loop needs to be bigger, is what I've been hearing recently. So this is the A5 pad folio, the zippered one. And this is, as I said, it's mine. It's been thrown in bags and just on tables and everywhere. So this is the inside of that one. And then this, my Galen one, is also zippered. It's a little bit smaller. Like... in footprint, the Galen is. I think the zipper on here is nicer too. This is a big, chunky, kind of aggressive zipper.
Yeah, it's a big zipper.
And then the inside, I think it's pretty comparable. I think I like the pocket layout in this one and the Franklin Christoph a little bit more.
And there's more stuff going on over here.
Yeah, there's a lot more stuff. But like I don't use these things, like the little business card things.
Yeah.
And I never quite know what to put in these. I've tried a bunch of stuff. You can put pens and stuff in them, but I never quite know what to put in there, and then it makes it kind of fat, and so I don't use these a whole lot. A lot of times I'll put like a charging cable in this one, like coil up a charging cable and stick it in there, which is pretty useful because you always need one of those.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
But it doesn't have like you can put notes and stuff back here. Actually, I have some notes and stuff back here.
Yeah.
You can see this is the one I've used the most recently.
It's nice. It opens up pretty easily without because sometimes they can be stiff.
Yeah. It's not bad. This one, though, you can just, like, pull down. Yeah. You can see I've done that a lot. You can actually see the crease. But, so I like this, and I like this big slash pocket. And this is good for stuff as well.
And there's one on that side, too.
Well, yeah, you can put it, I guess. I always put a notebook back there, because I use a side bound. Yeah.
So, there's one, depending on how you put the notebook in there.
If you're using the top bound, then you can actually use this side bit. But if you're using a side one, you're not going to use the top bound, because it takes up all that space. And this is these are what I use in there most. So that's the difference. I found a new pens channel. Like fun. So is that us? Hey, welcome.
Nope, somebody else.
I found some other channel.
Stephen Brown. Definitely not this one though.
No, God no. So, welcome. Glad you came through. Cruising. Glad you cruised through.
Cruise through.
You're gonna end every stream in Cheerio water bus? Yeah, probably.
Probably.
A bit scared of that aggressive zipper on the Galen leather. Looks like it would chew up everything it got caught in its teeth. It probably would. It hasn't been a problem. This one, the way that you put pens in it keeps them on the middle, so they're nicely away from the teeth. I don't like zippered you can't see it. I don't like zippered portfolios that have a pen right here because it's just leaning against teeth. Yeah. And I've seen a few like that. It's not great. I mean, if you're just putting a G2 in there, who cares?
That's the thing. I mean, if you're a fountain pen person, you don't want to have that. But if you're just somebody who wants to take notes and have a nice looking
then who cares, right?
Then it doesn't matter.
But these are in the middle, so they're away from all this. Now, if it's very tall, even
exactly.
But even the 50 is not that tall. And you can put it. Actually, I can put a 50 in here.
Yeah. There you go.
That holds very nicely, actually.
Yep.
So
now you have your
it's perfect.
Desk
I like that
pen,
a lot.
travel desk pen.
Yeah, for sure. No, that works really great. That's good. Because one of the things about these is they're kind of far apart for a lot of like average size pens. Like you put this in there, but it only barely reaches the bottom one, you know?
And then it sort of stops you from being able to use that in certain ways.
Right. Yeah. But with this, like a couple of these, it's the perfect use. It's great.
You just need to have two 50s,
just
right?
a couple of 50s. Just one of these and one in Arctic Ice.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's that.
My stomach's on the verge of growling here.
Okay. I say Cheerio and you should say water bus is how we should end it nowadays.
Cheerio, water bus.
That's fun, yeah. So thanks for joining us. Like I said, we won't be here next week because we will be BTSing. That's what we'll be up to. It never looks as good when I do it. I don't know. Anyway. So... Oh, is it you that showed me the thing of like the person with the dentist and they're asking for a...
They're going like this,
They were going like this because they were asking for like a syringe.
A syringe.
And then the person in the dentist chair like kept putting their fingers up to make a heart.
And he's just like,
just like with the hand down and grabbing the syringe.
Finally, that person did it multiple times. He's just like, and it takes it. That was really funny.
Yeah. All right, so we'll see you in a couple of weeks. And Greg Thomason, thank you so much.
Greg, it was so nice meeting him too. Yeah. And he actually won the FC pen.
Which is great.
Yeah.
Not rigged.
No.
I didn't even know the drawing was going down.
I did not hear the drawing at all.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah.
He's like, I won. I'm like, where was the drawing? So.
Right?
Yeah.
I heard Ren mumbling things. And was that?
He does.
I didn't really know what was said.
Yeah.
Greg can scraggles and maybe the cats have a little bit of crust.
The cats?
I mean, the cats will lick the plate after, yeah. Because there's usually a little bit of grease
This,
on there.
this cat right here.
This one right here, perhaps.
This one and Mr. Nose.
That's so nice of you.
Yeah, super great meeting you. So, yeah, if it's okay, we'll give Scraggle some crust.
That was perfect timing.
I was on the button.
You really were.
So thanks everybody for joining us, and thank you very much for that very kind donation there, and toward our pizza fund.
Yes. My parents always watch it like, I cannot believe that people give you money. And I'm like, I can't either. I mean, honestly, it's... You guys are just too nice.
Greg says, of course, so that's good.
Aww.
Okay, did you just say thanks?
She did just say thank you.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could hear it, but she's sitting here purring up a storm.
Get the cat's an anchovy pizza. Oh.
Double anchovy.
Gross. So yeah, thanks for joining us. As always, think about what you put out in the world, make it a better place.
We'll see if we can do a little
something live next time.
Yeah.
I don't know when the show is, but we'll figure it out.
It's usually at 7:30.
Oh, it's like 10:30 for us.
And then it's 10:30. But again, if you want to...
10:30 for us.
Yeah. So...
It's fine.
No, we'll be fine. We'll be, just tired. But excited. So you don't realize when you're tired.
That's right.
Because you're like, yay.
My friend's got the tickets to an after party, and I'm like, how in the world?
Yeah, I don't even...
They said the after party goes until 6 a.m. That's 9 a.m. East Coast time. Like, how do you even? All right, folks. Thanks very much. Enjoy the BTS. We will. Think about what you put out in the world. Make it a better place. Cheerio!
Water bus.
Perfect.
Bye!
Bye, everybody.